YouTube, Cobra Squad, Cobra Gang, Cobra Family, Hog Family. Welcome. First and foremost, Hog Family. I don't know if y'all remember seeing my face, but Chris Cobra. I was like, it's been like what I think like 8-9 months since I since I did YouTube reaction videos, but y'all, Hog Family. When I say a lot happened, a lot happened. Like, yeah. So long story short, like stuff. Man, where do I start? Like, for one, y'all see I'm in a different apart. Well, I got a different background because we in a completely different apartment complex. What else? Yeah, it was a whole bunch going on. Because due to one of our, so I had three other roommates, and one of those three roommates basically kind of screwed all of us over. And long story short, we all ended up getting evicted. I might do a story time in the future about it, but yeah, we all ended up getting evicted, and yeah, we me and one of those roommates, we end up getting a cosign from somebody else to come over here, and yeah, it was a whole bunch of other stuff going on while I was over there at the older apartment. Like, it was a shooting that happened right next to my to our apartment, and it was so much, y'all. I can't talk. I cannot talk, but yeah, like I said, I'll probably do a story time on it one day in the future and like tell y'all what, everything that happened. But that's like the gist of it. It was more stuff, but yeah. And as y'all can see, like I made a brand new YouTube account too because like I told y'all, I couldn't get the one with 81K and then the other one with 90K. They just kept getting demonetized back and forth, and I think it was because of the thumbnails. Like, that's the only explanation, because it kept saying reused content. So that's the only thing I could think of, because the only thing I was like using on both of them was thumbnails. So I just was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna just start all the way over, have brand new thumbnails, intro and outros, and then yeah, we're just gonna go from there. Cause I don't care about starting over, but I'm gonna just stick with one YouTube channel right now. And yeah, it's going, yeah. So, but anywho, now that we got that out the way, Hog Family. If, like I said, if y'all even remember, I don't know if y'all remember me or not, but anywho. All right. So this song is called Woke World from Tom. So there's like seven songs, including this one, that Tom dropped since, I hadn't been doing reactions. So yeah, that's enough yapping, y'all. Without further freaking ado, let's get right to it.
America is fallen, turned our men into women. Our billionaires get private islands where they're trafficking children. The flag is burning in the streets. We don't believe the politicians. We defunded the police and free speech has been restricted. And Canada has fallen. Their dollar ain't worth a buck. If you misgender someone there, you're getting fined or locked up. Trudeau censored the internet, then they banned half the guns. The trucker convoy was the last breath of freedom in their lungs. And the UK has fallen, getting woker every day. It's illegal immigrants throwing acid into faces. Protests and riots, COVID record inflation. The people lost their freedom. Great Britain lost its greatness.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, whoa. Okay, so if you misgender somebody in the UK, you get fined? What? Is that not crazy? That's insane. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's kind of insane, because our family, I think we had this talk. We didn't have this talk a couple times. Like, some of these people, like, you look at them, sometimes you cannot tell what, like, what, I guess, gender they are, because you have women out here that legit look like men, and vice versa. You have some men out here that literally look like women. Like, you can't, like, they've been in this, I guess, the transition for so long. Like, it's genuinely hard to tell unless you don't ask. Like, with some people, obviously, like I said, obviously for the most part you can tell who's who, but some people you genuinely can't tell. So that's pretty insane. That's kind of crazy. Tom said something else too. He said a lot actually, but we got a lot more to get to, so it'll probably come back to me in the later on in the song. But anywho.
America to Europe, across the globe, every country, every city, every neighborhood and home. It's infecting everything and everybody that we know, so just say it. Screw everything, whoa. Say it at the top of your lungs, don't let it go. Scream it out into the streets, I promise that you're not alone. Go ahead, say it with your chest way down deep in your soul, but just say it. Screw everything, whoa.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Burn everything, whoa. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this world down. Burn everything, whoa.
America is fallen, woke became a disease. They've made trillions off of mandatory lethal vaccines. The anthem plays and half the country is still taking a knee. Blacks and whites fighting over whose life matters the least. And Canada has fallen, people can't afford to pay for food. The media's all liberal, it's nothing but the fake news. There's oil in the ground and pipelines they refuse to use. You're only heard if you're indigenous or LGBTQ.
Yeah, he said a lot again. Yeah, y'all. So first off, the vaccine. He brought up the vaccines. Did y'all just hear what they recently dropped? Like, I think this wasn't even a week ago. This was like what, some 3-4 days ago? Maybe not even that long. About the government basically dropped the truth about it, and long story short, it was fake. It didn't come from over there in China. It didn't follow us. Like, it was never nothing to have this big uproar about in the first place. They dropped all that stuff recently. The actual government dropped it recently, y'all. The actual government. And mind you, like, a lot of us out here were saying, like, hey, we don't feel like the COVID is real. We don't feel like this vaccine is like something we should be taking. Y'all, do y'all know, like, people, like, and I'm pretty sure y'all do know, people were passing away from taking the vaccines. Like, oh my, I remember how, like, that, y'all. And then I got into a whole big argument between Dan and my whole family. Like, I'm talking about my dad, brother, like, especially them two. Like, it was like, cause I was telling them, like, it's not as big as they think it is, and they on the news and in the medical field a lot, so they seeing stuff like that and like, oh, if you get such and such, this gonna happen, or oh, you gotta take the vaccine. I'm like, y'all, like, what are we talking about? Like, y'all want people to take a rush vaccine? And lo and behold, I was right all along this whole time. And all of them was wrong. But anywho, like, it just goes to show you, y'all, like, if the news or the government put out anything, they can put out anything they want to, run with any kind of story, and then have everybody in a panic. Just because they feel like it. Now, what was the motive behind it? I don't know the motive for the government even, like, doing something like that and then coming out and saying, hey, you know, y'all, the people that was right about not taking the vaccines and the people that was right about the virus, you know, y'all were right all along. Like, what's the point in it? But, and then, like Tom was saying, like, the whole world just, it seemed like they only, for the most part, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm seeing so much stuff about, like, you know, every time a straight man says something, like, it's always like backlash, but if an LGBT person says something, like, like, I don't know, I see that a lot. I don't really, like, pay attention to that for real, but I do see that because Tom just bring it up. So I don't know, like, I just kind of, like, ignore that personally, because, you know, you stay too long on social media, it'll eat your brain up like that. So, you know, but yeah, Tom is just spitting facts after facts.
Australia has fallen. while in Ireland, been up in flames, people rioting and dying, divided, fighting for change. And from Canada to Finland, Denmark back to USA, it's a woke world. That's what we're standing up against. America to Europe, across the globe, every country, every city, every neighborhood and home. It's infecting everything and everybody that we know, so just say it. Screw everything woke. Say it at the top of your lungs, don't let it go. Scream it out into the streets, I promise that you're not alone. Go ahead, say it with your chest way down deep in your soul, but just say it. Screw everything woke.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Burn everything woke. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this woke world down. Burn everything woke.
The whole world's fallen to the globalist elite. They want one God, one leader, one currency. It's the cigarettes, the vaccines, the food that you eat. Either way, the deep state wants you 6 feet deep. Fill your headphones with music, reinforcing their beliefs, and replace your own thoughts with the lies on TV. It's a woke world, and we won't survive if we're asleep. So wake up before you rest in peace.
Oh my God, y'all. Speaking of that, he said something about food, forced food. Y'all, have y'all been seeing what's been going on with the food lately? Not processed food. Literally, it seemed like everything is getting recalled. You got from lettuce, Taylor Farm lettuce. Apparently it's like a parasite going on in that lettuce specifically. It's like in all vegetables too for some reason. And then they had to recall blueberries, strawberries, and what was it, blackberries too, because it was something going on with them. Then they had to recall Alfredo sauce. They had to recall baby wipes. They had to recall, like, y'all. It's getting insane. I'm just not gonna lie to y'all. Like, it seemed like they're recalling, for the most part, they recalling stuff that's good for us. So I don't know, but y'all know what they're not recalling? Fast food. I have never. Another thing they're not recalling: soda. I can't remember a time I've heard them ever recall soda or candy or fast food. But you mean to tell me y'all recalling vegetables and fruit? Vegetables and fruit is getting recalled. What? I even saw something, I think, was it ramen noodles getting recalled? It was something like that. Yeah, it's just been so much stuff getting recalled back and forth. It makes you think like, oh, so y'all really are trying to force us to eat certain foods. Because Tom just said it right here. And mind y'all, this is like I said, I've made 7 Tom videos, and it's been like, what, 8-9 months? So this was probably like at the least 6 months ago. And the fact Tom is saying this right now, well, he's saying it in the video at that time, and it's happening right now, is insane. So yeah, that just threw me for a loop. And then he said something else too. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
It's the cigarettes, the vaccines, the food that you eat. Either way, the deep state wants you 6 feet deep. Fill your headphones with music, reinforcing their beliefs, and replace your own thoughts with the lies on TV. It's the woke world, and we won't survive if we're asleep. So wake up before you rest in peace.
Yeah. That's another thing. Religion. Cause he said he want that, like they basically want to, like, you know, force you to eat certain foods, force you to believe certain stuff. And even he said with religion, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, just lately y'all been heavily questioning religion, like heavily, because I'm more so really leaning on the side of, like, you know, spiritual, because y'all know that, well, y'all probably don't, but I'm a Christian, but I'm a Christian with questions, a lot of questions. That I feel like, well, what's it called? A born-in Christian, which is a Christian that, like, you know, since birth, you were basically forced to go to church with your, you know, parents, and, you know, you just always believe since a baby to a child to a teenager, like, hey, it's only one God and Jesus, and that was the only one way you were allowed to think. So like you couldn't even question it. It's just this is how it was, this is how it is. So me not knowing that and not knowing that there's all these other religions, when I found out there were other religions, I'm like, okay, well, how is every other religion wrong and this is the one that's the right one? Like, and if that's the case, don't everybody feel the same way about the religion they in? They feel like theirs is the one that's right and everybody. So it's like, I don't know. That right there alone just throws me for a loop, because everybody can't be, like, one religion can't be right and everybody else is wrong. This just don't make sense to me. So that's just one of the questions that I got for people that I know I'm never going to get the answer for, because, if you ask a Christian, they're going to give you a Christian answer. You ask a Buddhist, they're going to give you an answer from their point of perspective from Buddhism. So it's like, but yeah, it's crazy, y'all, how stuff is now.
Rise up, I can see your fire. You and me, we can burn what they built to the ground. Burn everything. Rise up, can't let them divide us. You and me, we can burn this world down. Burn everything.
Oh, 2 new albums. Oh, November 7th. Oh, okay. That's why he been dropping so much music. Oh, okay. So he dropping 2 albums. So I'm assuming Tom is gonna be dropping music until like his album day. Okay, that's dope. Oh, y'all ignore how family ignore that. Well, it's clean in here. It's just like this area right here. But yeah, don't worry, it'll be gone next video. But anywho, yeah, y'all, yeah, so I don't know, the religion thing, like, it really kind of gets me, because like I said, like, one thing I will say is that I know for a fact, like, the spirit slash, I know there's good spirits and like demons and stuff. I'd say that, because if you, for example, if you mess with like the wrong stuff, or you go to the wrong like so-called haunted house or whatever the case is, you will encounter some demons, like, or some bad spirits. For example, it's so many ways you could do it, child. A Ouija board, the Shiki box, like there's something called the Book of Jinn that you can which, by the way, full disclaimer, don't y'all do none of this. Everything I just said, don't do that. But those are ways you can, but no. I'm gonna tell y'all now, don't. I'm not talking from experience, but I'm just saying, like, no, there's nothing to play with, especially the Shiki boxes and yeah, the book of it's something called the Book of Jinn. I saw it on TikTok, and there was actually 2 guys explained it, and their videos went, I think both of their videos got like over 1 million likes. I don't know how many views they got, but yeah, it was heavily talked about. And like a couple years ago, I got the video saved too, but it was like interesting, but obviously they were both, warning like, hey, don't do this. And yeah, so, but it was very interesting to, hear stuff like that, because that right there lets me know like it's good and evil in the world, like spiritually. So, but it's just the religion part is just kind of like I question, but anywho, that's gonna do it. How family, y'all, let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think, and yeah, it's good to be back. But yeah, it's gonna do it, y'all. Y'all stay safe, stay out of trouble. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Now, bye.